Alright, I got the upgraded version of the bow tie machine, and I'm going to try this thing out just to show you some of the upgrades that Jim has done to it. He's made the fingers a little bit longer. He's also added a bar out in front of the machine to where that if you forget to hold on to your bow when you unpress it, it won't fall forward. It will hit this bar. This bar is adjustable side to side as well as twisting. This piece will twist back and forth. It also has a soft coating on it to where it will not scratch your bow riser as well. The other feature on the fingers that he did is he tapped a hole in each of the fingers. The outside finger has no threads in it, but the inside finger does, to where you can take a screw it into the inside finger, and it basically sets your fingers to where they need to be for the bow that you're using. So if you need to move your fingers, which I'm getting ready to do, you'll have a place to take them right back to where they were. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen these two screws that tighten the fingers to the press itself, and I'm going to slide both of these fingers this way and tighten them up, because I'm going to get ready and show you how this machine works as far as drawing your bow and checking your timing. And the first thing I do, or going to do, is on this bow, it's a two-cam bow, and I'm going to take the top draw stop out of it because I want to work off the bottom one. So I'm going to go ahead and take the bottom, or the top draw stop out of the top cam, and get this done. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just put this thing in the bottom two fingers on the bottom side, and I want it up flush against the sides of the bottom two fingers. I'm going to take my hook, my draw board hook, and I'm going to hook the bottom part to the D-loop. I'm going to give just a few cranks just to give it a little tension, hold it up there, and I'm going to go ahead and take my safety cord. Something else that Jim has done, he's made this cord, which I like a lot better than the old version I was using. You can just put it on the top two fingers, and I usually just go on each side of the D-loop. And like I said, just basically all this is ease of mind, which is a good deal. And it also is made long enough to where you can have plenty of room to do things to your bow that won't be in the way, which I'll show you here after a while. So now I've got that all set. I've got my bottom draw stop still on, and I've got it set at the lowest let off at 65%. So everything's set. I'm going to go until the draw stop hits the limb. Right there. Now this piece right here is also adjustable. If it's not completely hitting the limb, you can kind of fine tune it to where it would be at full draw. And you can kind of see right here, the reason I move these two fingers over is because it makes the bow straight up and down instead of at an angle here. So I'm going to move the video camera over here so you can kind of see how I'm going to check the timing on it. Get down here on the cam, and I basically just use a bow square, and I use this lobe right here on the cam as a reference point. And I'll take my bow square and I will put it on the bottom side of that lobe with this cable. Give me a reference point here to where if my top cam is too fast or if it's too slow. So right there's a measurement. I'm going to go to the other side, and it looks like my bottom cam is a little more advanced than my top cam. Yep. So if my top cam is too slow, I'm going to add twist to it. So let's just do that now. So I'll get you back here. We found out that the cams are not in time. will undraw the bow. Flip your lever down and slowly come down with it. It'll come down nice and neat. Put a little bit of pressure on it, hold it. Take the safety cord off. Take the hook off. Now, I'll need to move my fingers back, which is what I like about this new screw that Jim has tapped into these fingers. So I can loosen these up again, slide both of them back over where it's solid, tighten the inside finger, and then slide the other one back to where it goes up flush with the head of that screw, and then I can retighten it right back up. I'm ready to go. Now, found out that my bow, my top cam, is too slow. I'm going to need to add some twist. So I'll let it rest up here against the bow holder, and I'll come down. And you can even do this with the draw stops on. My bottom draw stop is still on that cam, bottom cam. Get everything lined up. I'm going to press it up against the tip of the finger there, and I'm going to draw the bow, or start pressing the bow. Flip this down, and it's going to take, what, maybe half a turn, right there. I'll go just a tick more. So I'm going to work off the bottom cam. You can see what I'm going to do with it. Need to add twist to the bottom cam to make the top cam advance a little farther. So now that it's pressed, I'm going to take this cable that runs through the fork, and I'm going to take it off, hold it in the same position. I'm going to take it out, and I'm notorious for making marks. I'm going to make a mark on the right hand side, which there's one there. That way I know how many twists I'm going to add. So I'm going to add twist, which is righty-tighty. And go 1, 2 for starters. We'll see how that works. Put it through the finger, through the fork of the limb. Put it back on the lobe. Kind of set it back in the track. Get you back here. Make sure everything's still on the top. Kind of give a little pressure on your string, on your drawstring. Look at the bottom cam. Make sure the cable you took off is in the right groove. Make sure this one came out. So that's why you double check. Give it some pressure. Make sure everything is in. Now, when you press down, that lever is going to drop down to where you can start coming up with this press. And see how easy it is to forget if you want to grab it to where that bow will just sit there with that bow holder as well. So, take that out. Still got my bottom draw stop in. I'm going to move these two fingers back over. I'm going to draw the bow again to see how much I'm in time. If I'm in time. Okay. Flip that lever up. Go ahead and give it a few cranks. Put it on the inside finger. Safety cord on. Looking good. Okay. Now, draw the bow. Everything's good. stops up against the limb. I'm going to remeasure. Whew, dead on the money. Alright, since I've got it here like this, I might as well go ahead and check a few other things, which is kind of cool. All you would need is kind of like a yardstick, a metal one, and just works out great. I'm going to check the draw length on it, and what I've done, as you can see, just to give you an example, I added the 1.75, and I also added the finger to that, so that's my line. I went to the other end and I cut that much off of it. Here's why I cut it off. That way I can set this ruler on the top finger. I can set that just like that and tell me my draw length and what it is. 28 inch draw length, and by the time I set my draw stops back, this can be right at 28 and a half, to where that's my draw length. Another thing you can do is, since you've already got it this far, you can knock an arrow. That's why this is still loose. This kind of works great. Set it on your rest. And for those of you that have archery or sight tape programs, go ahead and measure the measurements for it. I mean, you can go right here, measure your peep, go down here to the top to your sight, front of your sight, to your knock. And you can go ahead and write them measurements down too. Works really great. The features on this thing is just, I love the updated features. Just is working outstanding and making it just a little bit quicker. I didn't think I'd ever need the bow holder, but I'm finding out that I do, and it's just pretty cool. Like I said, you can just lift up. It's just easy as all get out. And take everything out of your press. See what you need to do. You can time it. See if you need to adjust draw length or anything, but that's pretty much how you use the bow tie machine. It's just pretty simple and really great, and Jim's a great guy to deal with. So if you're looking for a great press and upgrades on a new version, give him a call, because it's well worth it.